To tell my testimony, I am here to save life sources, claims Sharina Hudson Wendy Williams' ex. Has realized the only way she can continue getting cash from Wendy's by apologizing. And when this news broke out, the public went livid from all the heartache. Sharina and Kevin put Wendy through. She still had the guts to apologize to Wendy after Wendy stopped paying their alibi. If she actually meant her apology, she should have said it when Wendy was still hurting from their betrayal, says Clip. Wendy was hurting so bad. And so, in an emotional video, she let fans know the root of all of her recent issues. She was crying as she outlined the heartbreak that came after Kevin Hunter left her for his mistress, and the way he handled the situation during the interview. She said she saw her ex-husband's mistress, Sharina Hudson, in the passenger seat of her Rolls-Royce Ferrari. And in the midst, she had to remain calm as a mother to her son Kevin and hold herself together each morning on her talk show. Not only that, but her husband was spoiling his mistress with her money. He bought Shireen a house and a car with Wendy's money. And all Wendy did was stay strong for her kid and herself. This was a lot of pressure, and Wendy is to be commended for handling things as well as she did. Wendy Williams said when she was dealing with a heartbreak, she could not talk to family members about her situation because she was still in love with her husband, and she knew they would tell her to just leave to make matters even worse during the divorce, when he was ordered to pay alimony to her ex, so her hard work was taking care of her cheating spouse and his mistress. This is a lot to deal with. And to add insult to injury, Kevin has praised his girlfriend for the success for his ex-wife's talk show. What really pushed Wendy over the edge was finding out that Kevin and Sharina were having a baby together. She had said on air that as much as adultery was bad, she could tolerate that, but a baby was a whole other story. Wendy then lost her job and had to stop paying alimony to Kevin, and the jobless father had the guts to take his ex-wife that he cheated on to court, claiming he was behind on his finances and he needed Wendy's money. Kevin Hunter even tried to take credit for his ex-wife's success, claiming that his current mistress was the force behind Wendy's successful show. On a good note, Wendy Williams stopped the monthly payments to Kevin Hunter, and when he took her to court, a judge upheld the decision and told the couple to go to mediation. Hopefully, you can continue to heal and will not have to use her hard-earned money to take care of a cheating ex-husband. His girlfriend and their baby sources claimed Sharina apologized so she could get Wendy's sympathy and her money. Regardless of why she apologized, Wendy herself has been living her rich, bougie single life recently. She even gave an update on her way she arrived at a private dinner in New York City amid her battle with a raft of medical issues, including lymphedema and Graves' disease. Unlike last year, when Wendy appeared disoriented and showed off her trip frame, sparking concern among her fans, she looked happy as she arrived at the dinner with a bodyguard and spoke to photographers. She said, "I went to the doctor, and I weigh 138 pretty right," as she made her way into Tuscan restaurant Fresco by Scotto, now Wendy being Wendy. She was draped head to toe in designer labels for her night out, collided in a Louis Vuitton leather jacket with fringe sleeves, Louis Vuitton hot fence, and Fendi stockings that accessorized with a lime green handbag and bulky black boots. For a while now, she has been candid about her health issues, including during a TMZ live interview where she held up her foot to demonstrate how swollen, discolored it has become as a result of her lymphedema. It was during the interview, which drew an outpouring of compassion from her fans, that she explained she had been feeling in only maybe 5% of my feet. Because of her disorder, normally I would be in a wheelchair. I'm not in a wheelchair. I stand up, she said, explaining that when she stands, all I do is look down 'cause I don't want to fall down. It's been nearly 5 years since she passed out on air during the live Halloween episode of her daytime talk show, though the incident was attributed to heat exhaustion as well as dehydration. While wearing her Statue of Liberty costume, she was also not showing up to work as usual. And after a hiatus from the show, she emotionally announced on air that she had been staying in a sober house. The following month, in April 2019, She filed for divorce from her longtime husband, Kevin, after he had a baby daughter with his mistress, Sharina Hudson. She was going through her divorce, and unfortunately, she relapsed back to her alcoholic habits. She then claimed that when she was at rehab previously, Kevin had wrongly confined her to rehab, and that she had not really needed to dry out in an interview with DJ Suzwan. She said she was locked away in a rehabilitation for something she didn't have to be rehabbed by Wendy, claimed her ex-husband had treated her like she was losing her mind and going crazy. She said he alleged she was reverting back to her old ways, when she was addicted to cocaine back, when she was a radio shock jock, but quit the drug before her days on TV. Wendy claimed that he put her in rehab so he could cheat peacefully with his mistress. She asserted that in reality, the rehab had just been a quiet place to put her, while Sharina got bigger and bigger and bigger as her pregnancy drew to a close. Not only did she undergo divorce, but she also lost her mother during her last couple of years on her daytime talk show. It was a turbulent time, personally, for Wendy, who was also battling addiction and numerous illnesses. She last appeared on the talk show over a year ago, before taking her summer hiatus, and then postponing her return again and again because of her health issues. Sharina's apology is several years late, because now it seems Wendy is coming back stronger than ever. She is looking healthier than before and is flourishing her wealth that she worked hard to achieve a few weeks before the outing. Wendy had said she was happy to be here after and during a challenging year. She shared the thought as she took to an Instagram to announce the launch of a range of merchandise ahead of her forthcoming podcast. The Wendy Williams Experience. The post included a video featuring Wendy in her mansion as she sat on a showy couch, saying, "Hey, happy holidays, Stis." The season for the winter. Listen, don't forget to check out your favorite Wendy Experience merchandise. I don't know what else you're doing. I'm just happy to be here, and to be well happy to be here once she starts the upcoming project. It will mark Wendy's first return to media since the Wendy Williams show wrapped last June. Wendy Williams' space was filled by Sherry Shepherd during the final season due to the former host medical issues. She took over the time slide with her own show, Sherry. It remains unclear when the Wendy Williams Experience will premiere on podcast platforms, but according to Wendy, it will be up soon in October. After the star had left a wellness facility, a representative told Annie's when he's excited about the road ahead and looking forward to releasing her many projects. She wants to say thank you to my fans for your love, support, and many prayers. I'm back in better than ever. When Kevin sued his ex-wife for stopping his alimony payment, even though Wendy was going through a financial situation and she was no longer working, her divorce judge shut down his demand for the host to continue making alimony payments according to court.